Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is Friday the 13th, January 13th, 2023. So today we are going to discuss what the governor, and I don't say his name because I don't like him, but anyway, we're going to discuss what the governor proposed in the budget for this year. And folks, for the first clip that you're going to see, I want you to pay extra close attention to something. Watch the way that he casually goes like this with his hands, when he talks about the billions of dollars and where it's going. It'll just give you a sense of the true arrogance of this guy and how he looks at money. So here's the Joker himself.
Revenue collection, that's capital gains as a percentage of personal income, 9.75 last year. You'll see the historic high in 2000 represented in 10. Here's the budget, $297 billion balanced budget, general fund of about $224 billion, a shortfall that is a little more modest than the one that the LAO projected. Recall they projected a $41 billion decline in revenue. We project a $29.5 billion decline in revenue. We net out, when the dust settles, and we can discuss that later, a shortfall of 22.5, again, compared to their estimate roughly of 25 billion. Let's discuss where we are in terms of our reserves. $35.6 billion of reserves. Interestingly, you'll see the rainy day reserve mirrors 22.4 versus 22.5 billion. What we are focusing on in terms of baseline priorities, and I know people are eager to see what does our Prop 98, what's the public education K through 14 and higher ed budgets look like. Let's take a look at this graph. You'll see there on the far right, $108.8 billion. That's the Prop 98 funding, $109 billion rolled up. How does that break down per pupil? Higher than it's been, period, full stop. $23,723 is the total per pupil investment. Just put that in perspective. Last year, I said it was the highest it had ever been. It was $22,893. $22,893. This year, it is higher, $23,723. Put it in perspective, just the Prop 98 component of the per pupil, 17 plus thousand. A decade or so ago, 12 years ago, you'll see it was substantially lower, just $7,000. So we have seen significant increase in per pupil investments, and this year an even bigger number than you've seen last year.
See, what the governor fails to mention is that just because we're spending more on education doesn't mean we're getting better results. We still rank near the bottom in education overall in the entire United States. And it's not just because all this money is going towards teaching the woke agenda and eliminating D and F grades like some big school districts have done. That's certainly part of it. But I've said time and time again that kids are not proficient overall, in reading, writing, and math across the entire state of California. So the governor is not fooling anybody when he talks about how much we're spending on education. I think some people tend to believe that just because you spend more on education means, everything's going to get better. But no, that's certainly not the case. But anyways, let's go back to the Joker.
But we want more accountability. People just have had it. I want to see these encampments cleaned up. They're done. They're fed up. We've got money in the encampment cleanup, $750 million. We're not cutting a penny of that. We want to see it put to good use. People want to see results. They demand results. I want to see results. I demand results. And working with the legislature, I couldn't be more proud of legislative leadership in this space. They agree. They want more transparency, more accountability for dollars invested. Remember, when we got here, it was roughly $500 million was invested in this space. $15.3 billion in this package, home key, room key to address that transition. And then you see in the boarding care and the community care expansion and the behavioral health housing, unprecedented supports. More accountability, more transparency is what we require now, not request in return. Housing affordability is foundational. Obviously, in many ways it could be, it could have been the slide presented before the housing slide. Maybe stuck with me 4 years, I hope. And And there's just going to have to be consequences for bad behavior as it relates to not performing on the most critical and essential element of the job that local government needs to do, and that's addressing the issue of affordability and housing and homelessness. And they're linked, they're connected. Got to build more housing.
You recall back in August of 2021, almost a year and a half ago, I sat down with Yorba Linda City Councilman Gene Hernandez at the Richard Nixon Library in Yorba Linda, and we discussed a few things, and one of them was homelessness. Let's flash back quickly to that conversation, shall we?
Money's not the problem. It's the failed policy that we're trying to fill. Newsom wants to build homes for everyone. Homes are not the answer. You take someone who's mentally ill, stick them into an apartment, you haven't solved the problem.
Exactly.
You haven't even come close to solving the problem. So we need more mental health facilities. Some people, unfortunately, we will take care of the rest of their lives. That's just the way it is. For whatever choice they made or mental illness they went through, that's the way it is. But let's focus on that. Don't mandate that we have to do this or do that. It's not working. It's not working. And he wants to throw more money at a strategy that we already know is failing.
Absolutely. Pay close attention to how this press conference ends right here.
You also said that we may be stuck with you for the next 4 years. What did you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. They tried to recall me a few years ago, you may recall. So that's what I meant by that.
That's the last of our questions right
There's
now.
no certainty in this business. Thank you all very, very much. And now, it's all yours, buddy. It is all yours. I don't know, what is this? I don't even know what that is. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody.
What a goofball, huh? We shall see what happens. In the meantime, that's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video as always. Be sure to hit that like button or that plus sign, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. Hey, God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.